This is Ainsa again for another look at some of the introductions and basics and tips for Reign of Chaos. So before I start, just want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Doombringer and McPherson. Thank you for your comments on YouTube. Do ask questions, guys. I'm not going to be able to do this every day, and I'm sure you don't want me to, but if it helps and it's useful, and I got some really positive feedback yesterday, I'll try and do these when I can. So do ask your questions, and thank you for those two guys for commenting on the video. Right, this morning I want to have a quick look at this icon up here, the Reign of Chaos icon on your map screen, and just work through each of the things and talk you through, and then we'll talk a little bit about tiling as well, taking tiles, occupying tiles, that kind of thing. Before we do that, I just need to ask you to do something. So if I open up the Alliance menu and I show you this building page. Now it will look a little bit different to you. As R4s and R5s, we have the ability to place and demolish Alliance Centres. Now, as you can see, there's Alliance Centre 3 and Alliance Centre 4, neither of which we've built yet, both of which we want to. Now, in order to build these, it takes a few things, but namely stone, and we are about 154,000 short at the moment for Alliance Centre 3, and then we need another 800,000 for Alliance Centre 4. We want to build both of those guys as soon as possible. The only way we can do that, the only way we can get enough stone is by you going onto this page, clicking building and donating. Let's donate a bit. Donating stone. Now, 150,000 for Alliance Centre 3 is quite a lot, but actually if you think about it, there's about 100 of us, that's 1,500 stone each today. How do you get stone? I hear you crying. The way to get it is in the Alliance store. You can buy Bunch of Rocks for 100,000 Alliance contribution points. You get 1,000 of them. So you need 150,000 Alliance contribution points. This is testing my maths early in the morning. To get 1,500 rocks to donate today. Now, the normal way is you go into Alliance Technology, click on one of these guys that's open, and you donate, and you just click. Now you'll get 1,000 Alliance donation points each time you click this. Yeah, that's right, 1,000. So you'd get 25,000 Alliance Centre points for donating all 25 of these slots. That's okay, but let me show you something. If you go back to your city view, let this load up, click this arrow on the left and scroll down to this guy, technology. You get a different view for donating to Alliance Technology. This is going to blow your world if you don't know this already. If you scroll down to the bottom, so this has got all of the possible ones you can donate to. If you scroll down to the bottom to joint operation, I normally have more food than I know what to do with because I keep my tavern empty. I can donate 20,000 food and get 5,000 points. That's 100,000 points if I donate all of these. So I'm going to do that now. And 100,000 Alliance contribution points means 1,000 stone. I'll show you that now. So that's gone up by 100,000. It was 670. Close that. Go to the Alliance store. I'm going to buy for 100,000, 1,000 stone. Boom. And now I'm going to donate that straight to the Alliance because we need it. We need a lot of it. So I'll give a little bit more, a little bit extra because I'm feeling generous. Excellent. If you guys all did that today, every single one of you, we'd almost have enough stone to build Alliance Centre 3. So please do that. That would be fantastic, and keep doing that. We need stone throughout Reign of Chaos. There we go. We can see who's donated, and so we know who has and who hasn't. But we'd love you all to do that, because this is about growing together and growing stronger together and winning. Right, let me do what I wanted to do. Okay, so on your map screen, if you click on this, I'm going to quickly talk through each of these. Let's start on the left. So the season tab, this is the leadership board. So the you'll notice this isn't states. Actually, this is individual alliances. So at the moment, we're doing okay. We're in 16th, the good company, TDP. The leaders here, they're lots of experienced players. We're not doing too badly, given that this is, for lots of people, their first rock. These points, they're made up of a few things, but actually they link to, if you click on Alliance Intel, they link to these points. Not exactly. Let me show you how this breaks down. So you individually get points for donating stone. So that 1,000 or so stone I just added, I don't know if it's included yet, but that will be about 100 points. I think that works out to be. The other way you get points mainly is by gaining season points. I'll talk about that in a moment. And here we go, war points when we have wars. The season points you get by taking tiles and building buildings and upgrading buildings in Rock. So the key thing here, and we'll talk more about this in the future, but the key thing is to get the prizes at the end of Rock. Every single one of us who wants a prize, so that's all of you, because they're amazing prizes, needs to reach 10,000 points here to claim rewards. Now we're 3 days in, and Raja's doing pretty well, Getzo's doing pretty well. We're about halfway, the three of us. Raja's over halfway. Well done, dude. But you need to get 10,000 points. Now you can get a lot of that by donating stone, and most of that actually by taking tiles, which we'll look at in a second. If you go to the territory tab, right, a few people have learnt this recently, so I thought I'd show everyone. When you take tiles, they appear here. So I've got 16 abandoned farm tiles. If I click on that, there's a list of each of those abandoned farm tiles. They produce Reign of Chaos food, which in turn, I'll show you in a sec, produces real food and military supplies, which we need. So this shows all of your tiles. That's great. It says it's earning 10,800 an hour of this Reign of Chaos food type thing. But you have to press harvest once a day at the very least, more often if you can, to actually get that. If you just leave it there, it doesn't do anything. You don't have access to it. So that's so important. Press harvest. You see I'm getting a few more bits. The other tip here is this is the total amount of tiles you can take. This is gonna, whatever it is for you at the moment, it's going to max out when you take that number of tiles. What you want to do is, I'm at the moment on level 7. I'm getting level 7 tiles. I've got loads of level 6s from when I was getting level 6s. I want them all to be level 7. A, I get more points. B, I get more resources. And I also get more honour as well, which I'll talk about in a sec. So as I go, and I've literally just done it, which is why I've got a gap there. As I go, I want to be abandoning my level 6 tiles. So you want to abandon the tiles that are lower than the ones you can get. So if you can get level 4 tiles, abandon your levels 1, 2 and 3 tiles and get level 4. If you're on level 6, abandon all those below that and just aim for level 6. In that way you keep on growing and you keep on getting more points, basically. Let's harvest again. And this increases the more points you get, the more honour you get, and I'll show you that in a second. On this tab you've got all the buildings you have. Now Frontline Workshop, this takes the resources you get from your Reign of Chaos tiles and makes stuff with it. So if I go to production, let's just stop this. So that's what it will look like in the window, and your resources that you've got from Reign of Chaos tiles, having harvested it, will appear here. And literally, you just click that. Start production. You want this full all the time. Now, I've just unlocked a second slot here. You unlock these slots. I'll show you how in a sec. You want to keep them full. You want to be producing... this is military supplies. This is construction supplies. You want to be producing them all day, every day, as much as possible, because you need those to upgrade these buildings. So you see level 10, level 9, level 8, level 6. Helpfully, it gives you this little arrow when you've got enough resources to be upgraded. But I'd focus first of all on the coalition base camps, AC1 and AC2. Get them leveled up as quickly as possible, as much as you can. Now it's getting expensive for me. I think I'm upgrading this at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, it's upgrading from level 8 to level 9. So let me show you something I can upgrade. So I could upgrade the assault fortress. There we go. Level up. So that requires construction materials and a bit of other stuff, and it tells you what the benefits are. I'll go into this another time. We haven't got time now. But you want to be upgrading your Reign of Chaos buildings for two reasons. One, you get more benefits. So if I upgrade the Frontline Workshops, they produce the resources quicker, they process it quicker. If I upgrade the base camps, like I mentioned yesterday, they increase your troop loyalty. And I'll show you that in a sec. And your Assault Fortress and Guardian Fortress, they basically improve your war stats for Reign of Chaos. Make it harder to kill your troops and easier to kill your opponent's troops. Finally, specialization. So as you do all this stuff, and I'm just going to show you on your city screen at the moment, if you click down here at the kind of the quests, there's Reign of Chaos quests now. And you should kind of keep an eye on this and try to fulfill them. So hopefully today I'm going to get level 8 territories. What do I get for that? I get 50,000 honour and an expand plan. So just hold that in your mind. 50,000 honour and an expand plan. Let's have a look what that does. So the expand plan, it gives me an extra territory. So it will appear here and I can increase my territory cap, which means I can take more tiles. 50,000 honour will appear here. This is my honour bar, and you want to use honour as you get it. So I've got a bit here. I'll use that. So each time this bar gets to the end, you go up a level. Each time you go up a level, you get an extra specialisation point to spend. Now, this is my advice. You can choose any way you want. This is how I'm doing it, as you can see. There are 3 different types of specialization, and they all do different things. So green, what does this do? You get experience, so hero experience. Here you get more honor. This side, here you get more honor from taking territories. So this one's all about honor and experience. The red one's all about war. There's some nice little things up here. You get where is it? Maybe they've moved it. You get basically extra war stats in Reign of Chaos. I think it's down here. No. Turn off Peace Shield and Taunt. Whatever that means. I've not got down to all of those levels. So that one's honor and experience, that one's war, and the middle one is about production. You can see there's a hammer there. So the way I do it, I'm working my way left. The reason I want to work my way left on blue is because at each of these points it adds another processing queue to my workshop, which means I can process double the amount of Reign of Chaos resources. So I'm going to work till this one and unlock a second queue. Then I'm going to go right, because this is all about the base camps, and actually this increases loyalty when I get to these points, which is great as well for taking higher level tiles. Right, final thing. Let's just harvest again. The final thing, taking tiles. So this is like the bread and butter of the game, especially at this point. You want to be taking tiles, you want to be using up all of your stamina on your legions taking tiles. You kind of, especially at this point, don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about monsters and giants and all that kind of stuff if you can help it. And you want to be taking the highest level tiles you can. Now everyone's going to be starting off down at Alliance Centre 1 with lower level tiles, because you can't take a level 3 tile until you've taken a level 2 tile, a 4 until you've taken a 3, that kind of stuff. However, once you get up to level 5, you need to come out of Alliance Centre 1 and come near Alliance Centre 2, where level 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 tiles are. So I'm on level 7. So here's a nice level 7. One thing to check. You see, as you go further away, you get these like roads. They're called tile roads that people have built. It's really, really not great practice to allow someone to put all that effort into building a tile road. So who's this? This is Lord Enox. Lord Enox has been busy getting level 5 tiles. Brilliant. I know Lord Enox probably isn't on level 7. If that was another level 5 and Lord Enox was active at the moment and doing his thing, then it would be pretty nasty for me to just take that, he having done all the work, especially if he's waiting for stamina to reboot. So don't do that. If you see someone tiling somewhere, don't just nick the tile at the end of their road. At least ask them if they've finished. I'm pretty sure he's not on level 7, so this one is fair game. So I'm going to press occupy. Now you can see this is all green. If it's red, you're going to have some serious troop losses. I'll show you that in a sec. I'll sacrifice some for you. I'm going to occupy this. I'm going to use these guys, and I'm going to take this. So we've got 23 seconds to stall here. This is basically occupying a tile, and once I've occupied this tile, I can see that I'm going to get an extra 700 of these Reign of Chaos food things per hour. That's great because I need them to put in my workshop and upgrade my base camp so I can get level 8 tiles. Now if I go to this level 8 tile, this is going to be painful. 14.46% total HP damage each turn. That's because I'm 700 loyalty short. My loyalty needs to be upgraded by 700 in order to not sustain huge losses when I attack this. In order to do that, the only way to do that at this stage is to upgrade my base camp. Each time you upgrade one of your base camps, you get an extra 100 loyalty. So actually I'm not going to do that because I'm going to have a lot of troops in hospital. It's about balancing risk. Once my loyalty for this guy is about 1800, the losses might be acceptable at that point, especially because you saw a bit earlier I get rewards for getting my first level 8 tile, and it's all about pushing and pushing and pushing. So you don't necessarily have to wait until this is green. But it's about balancing that loss. If I attack it now, it's going to be too costly and I might not even take it. So that's not worth doing. You generally want to take the highest level tiles possible at all times. And it's good to work together. So let's say I'm working with Lord Enox. I know he's taking 5s and 6s. So here I've taken the 7. I'm going to say, oi, Enox, and share this on Alliance chat. You take this, and then I carry on until another 7. There we go. So you can work together like that, and it's more efficient. But the key thing is, and Enox, if you're watching, this is for you, my friend. Now you've got these, you need to abandon these empty ones. They're not really going to do that much. And you just, to abandon, you just click on it, press abandon. There we go. I think we better finish there because I'm rabbiting on and I need to go to work. But it's great to have you guys with me. Again, yesterday, thank you for your questions and comments. Keep them coming in. I can't do this every day, but I will try and do another one before Monday, because I need to show you some bits about war. Happy gaming. Ask me questions. Ask any of the R4's questions on the Alliance chat. And yeah, we're going to do well. I'm confident of that. Cool. See you soon.